I would never publicly acknowledge that I'm part of this business or setup because
Why you call yourself an accidental entrepreneur?
if you're not being respectful to them, you may end up messing up the things. People would judge you based on what value addition you're giving them on the experience side, expertise sides, and the innovation side, not but what pricing you are charging. So it's very relative.
Salon ही क्यों? You might have gone for any other businesses.
I entered into this business as an angel investor to support a friend.
So you're enriching the culture.
I would say we are blessed with great people to be in Planet Enrich.
What kind of value you are giving it to the customer at what price?
So I treat my friends like my customers, but we treat our customers also like our friend. There was also a kind of question mark on the kind of business or the impression of this business in those days. You build people and people will build the business. Amazon had put in some robot to cut the hair, but then they shut down.
Name one competitor you respect.
Quite a few of them, to be honest. And if I can say,
Today we have the founder and CEO of Enrich Salon, Vikram Bhatt. They started as a free time work in 1997, but now it's transforming the salon industry with 110 outlets in 7+ cities. Something which started as a part-time work along with the corporate job, but now transforming the whole industry. So we welcome him to our series. Welcome Vikram sir to Network Presents Founders Unfiltered. And you call yourself an accidental entrepreneur. 1997 में आपने एनरिच स्टार्ट किया है, तो जस्ट वांटेड टू, जब तो मैं 2 साल का था, तो क्या जर्नी रही, क्या थॉट आया 1997 में कि मुझे एक सलॉन बिजनेस बिल्ड करना है, और या व्हाई यू कॉल योरसेल्फ एन एक्सीडेंटल एंटरप्रेन्योर?
okay, first of all, honored to be here on this forum. So that was a time, and I fondly say it was an accidental venture. And why so? Because we never planned anything. A friend wanted to set up a business. Another friend wanted to get to a different business. So we never planned how the business is going to look like. We never planned a place or how is that going to go. And we just started. And we were lucky enough, we were blessed enough to start well on the first venture. It was also a very brave move. In 97, opening up a unisex salon, that too into a suburb called Mulund, was a big brave step. And when you at times look back in the हमने ये किया था, and it just happened.
राइट. बट अभी ऐसा नहीं सोचा अंधेरी में स्टार्ट करेंगे, जुहू में स्टार्ट करेंगे, बांद्रा में, मुलुंड में?
नहीं. So when we started, we thought we'll start something maybe in Chembur or something maybe in Bandra. And why so? Because we stayed in Ghatkopar. तो लगा क्या वो नज़दीक होता है ना, पहुँच जाएंगे. We wanted to do it even in Ghatkopar. We never got a good place. And just one fine day morning, some offer came from Mulund. And that's how we started in Mulund. Never did any Reiki of the place or the, nowadays we call it camp, catchment area marketing plan. Those kind of things we didn't do it. We did everything on the ground in the business.
तो salon ही क्यों? Like you might have gone for any other businesses.
No, because a friend whom I would say, her name was Parul. She's the founder of this organization. She knew this business and she wanted to set up this business.
That's nice. But I think आपने बहुत long time तक corporate में भी job की. Plus you were managing Enrich as well, right? So initially, if I'm not wrong, you worked with Wadia Group. You worked with Global.
First
right?
Global, yeah.
First Global,
And then
and उसके बाद Accenture, right?
Correct,
तो
correct.
कहीं ना कहीं वो learnings यहाँ भी transfer हुई होंगी. So in 2011 वो एक tipping point आया, then you're like कि अब मुझे full time इसमें आना है. तो from 1997 to 2011, how are you able to manage both the things? Because corporate में भी एक requirement रहती है. आज के टाइम पे हम उसको मून लाइटनिंग बोलते हैं, बट उस टाइम पे आपने इतने सालों तक मून लाइटनिंग करी, सो कैसे मैनेज हुआ सारी चीजें?
See, I would say that मेरा जो role है, and now I can say okay, I'm a founder or a co-founder, but that got evolved over a period of time. So I entered into this business as an angel investor to support a friend, and I remember from 97 to 2004 हमारे 2 या 3 salon थे. I would never publicly acknowledge that I'm part of this business or setup, because there was also a kind of bit of question mark on the kind of business or the impression of this business in those days. But slowly we started realizing that there is an opportunity and we can scale it up. Thankfully, my corporate world, my profile and my job, and this supporting this business had not anything which is conflicting to each other. And I was supported enough by both worlds in a manner where I did not get any trouble or did not get into any conflicting situation.
बट आपने बोला 3 आउटलेट्स थे फ्रॉम 1997 टू
Yeah, 2004 we had become 4 outlets, yes.
तो सारे मुलुंड में ही थे.
नहीं, first was in Mulund. Second, exactly 2 years के बाद we opened in Chembur, and both did really well. Then in between, Parul got married and she moved to UK. But for some good reasons, we decided to move forward. In fact, if I can just go back a little, there was 2 friends I said, no? Parul was a friend, and Usha, who was my co-founder's sister. They both wanted to start. But within 1 week, Usha decided that I don't want to be part of this business. So, pehla shock to 1 week mein chala gaya tha. And that's how Parul took the ownership. And I also decided that along with my job, or my regular job, in my off time, maybe in the evening time or on the weekends, I should support. And my role from day one till I became full-time was more on the strategy side, more on the backend operations side, ensuring things are working fine. And that didn't require any physical presence on the floor, because for that we had people on the ground. Nowadays you see when you go to any salon, there are salon managers who play that role, right? So we had enough support on the ground. It was more of I was doing a back-end support to them and thinking how we can think and execute this business differently.
बट कुछ ना कुछ लर्निंग्स रही होंगी ना फ्रॉम द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड जो आपने कंटिन्यूसली यहाँ पर इंटीग्रेट
Undoubtedly. Example, working with the corporate world, and in particular with Wadia Group or First Global or Accenture, that helped me to look at business in a structured manner. That helped me to understand the importance being with people. That helped me to be brave and courageous enough to be straight on the point. Having said that, what Enrich taught me is one thing is you being people, but one thing you also think people first. So that emotion side of it that learning came to me from Enrich to Accenture. And both these qualities helped me in my different role in the other organization. Yeah.
So people first means you are talking about the culture, right? So
Yes.
culture पे आपने starting से ही उतना ध्यान दिया जब 3-4 outlets थे?
From day one, or even before starting the business, because no doubt, if I talk about me as an individual or my friend and a co-founder Rohit, both of us, even till date, we don't know what is the what you call what it requires functionally to run the business. I can't
Right.
cut the hair, or Rohit cannot do the color, right? But other than that, being outsider, we always felt that how can you structure this business in a manner where it is meaningful for our people who are part of our business, as well as you are creating that exceptional customer experience and expertise and giving it to the customer.
So managing a salon business is a high attrition business as well, right? So when we are talking about the culture, what are the 3 top things which comes to your head कि ये मैंने day 1 से ही करी और ये मैं कभी change नहीं करूँगा? We'll come to the scaling side of it. But कौन सी चीज़ें top 3 आपके दिमाग में आती थी कि यार ये 3 चीज़ें तो day 1 से हमें सही चाहिए?
Correct. And maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of more than. So first thing is to see, this is a business which is very people heavy, right? And it is business which makes people feel good, feel confident, right? So there is a lot of human intervention. So one thing which we always felt that we need to be open in our conversation with our customers. So we were the first brand which introduced a formal rate card for our customers.
Nice.
Second thing, this is a business which is a relationship driven.
Right.
So my customer doesn't come to us to enrich only once or twice. Once they like our service and experience, they want to come back every month or two. So it's a journey, right? So creating that engagement through a loyalty program was important. So we introduced a loyalty program from day one. Third thing, this is also business where skills is very important, right? Because new trends keep coming in, new fashion keeps happening, and we need to invest on education and learning and development of our people. That's a continuous process. Even that one thing we focused on from day one. Couple of other software aspects, I would call it respect. Now, just think about a situation where you are doing a business with a friend who's your old timer school friend, then another friend who knows this business, and in the process, even my brother-in-law had joined in between from 97 till 2018, that phase of our journey. So you are working in a professional environment, but with people whom you have relation beyond your workplace, right? So that respect comes by default. Second thing, whether you're dealing with an individual or people or a situation, being respectful was very important, because no one can be right or wrong forever, right? A situation can be. So if you're not being respectful to them, you may end up messing up the things. So that was another learning of mine. And maybe one other thing I can say over a period of time we've learned is being transactional, right? You know, kuch bhi hota hai, just live by that moment. If there is a challenge, solve it, and then move on. Don't carry the baggage.
So, सर जब हम अभी आपकी स्टार्टिंग जर्नी में ही है, सो ये एक ऐसा मार्केट है जहाँ पर कोई सोच के नहीं आता है कि मुझे आज हेयर ड्रेसर बनना है. आज के टाइम पे चेंज हो रही हैं चीज़ें, नो डाउट, बट लाइक एट बैक देन 2003 2004 इट वाज लाइक कि कुछ नहीं आता है तो आप ये बनोगे, राइट?
कुछ नहीं करेगा तो हजामत कर लेगा. We are coming from that era.
राइट. सो आपने कैसे ऐसे लोगों को ढूंढा व्हेन इट कम्स टू दीज 3-4 आउटलेट्स? कैसे आपने लोगों को ट्रेन किया जब आपने स्किलिंग के बारे में बात करी? और ये लोग क्या बॉम्बे से ही आप लोगों को लेके आते थे, या अलग अलग नेटिव्स टीयर 2 टीयर 3 सिटीज से लोग आते थे, उनको आप ट्रेन करते थे, एंड देन दे वर द पार्ट ऑफ एनरिच सैलून? सो वो आपने कैसे आइडेंटिफाई?
So I would say we have managed this people aspect of it in phases over a period of time. Jaise in the first phase of our journey, it was important that we identified people who are full of positivity, because it's very clear we are in a business which is very close proximity of the customer, right? For me to give you service, one has to touch, and if there is no positive mindset, there's no motivation that reflects in the work. So having that right attitude was our first criteria of selection. Skills a person can learn over a period of time, but yeah, to learn the skill, the passion is important. So whether a person is carrying a positive approach and the passion, then everything else can follow. Then there was a time where we felt that you need to kind of invest heavily on the education and training them and get them to the next level, because we ourselves were not functionally trained to do anything on the floor. So we invested heavily on the education, and not only the technical skills but also software aspect of it, like learning and development and soft skills. So that helped really. Over a period of time, it so become that we could actually manage to create career track, because otherwise those days people will work for you, they'll work for you for 2-3 years, and then they move to another place with the same designation, or for maybe a couple of thousand rupees more fixed pay. We picked up few examples where we felt we could realize that, you know, when you go through that journey, if someone even has started as a support staff or a graduate person, very kind of based, if they have remained consistent and they are passionate to learn new things, they have become master, they have become senior, they become creative, right? So that creating that career path was very important. That's something we worked in our second and third phase of the journey. All these years, I think one thing, and I keep repeating, is that any decision which is going to impact you on the floor or to the customer, how is it going to impact your people is most important. And that's something we've been always mindful, right? So be it compensation structure, or which are your people policies, or your customer pricing, or any important decision which we take, we ensure that how is it going to change, or how it's going to impact people on the floor. Now these things over a period of time help. And as you know, right, if you have a happy team members, they get more team members, right? So all these years, except initial 4, 5, 6 years of our journey, and I can confidently say last 20 years of our journey, most people join Enrich through a referral program. So an individual who's part of Enrich would recommend an individual into the same field, be it a technician or at times even the manager or a support staff, because they can vouch that is the organization one should be part of it. So we never find it so challenging to get the talent. Our continuous endeavor would be to ensure that we retain them and we train them, we upskill them, we grow them.
सो आज भी कोई ऐसे टीम मेंबर्स हैं जो आपके साथ 20 साल 25 साल से जुड़े हुए हैं?
Yes, in fact, very recently, one of our team member, her name was Mohini, and she was the one who joined us in 2004. And I remember we set up one small back office, which with exactly some 5 feet deep and 8 feet long. Some 50-60 square feet of area, back office area with 2 computers, and she had started her journey then. And over a period of time, she would have pretty much managed every role. And very recently, last month only, she moved to Dubai. And likewise, there are quite a few people on the floor who've been working with Enrich for a longer time. Out of almost 1,200 technicians we have, the service providers or the professionals, which are hairdressers, beauty therapists or support staff, almost 50% of them would be working with us for more than 5 years.
More than 5 years?
Yes.
Oh. So that means culture to say. So you're enriching the culture. If
I would say we are blessed with great people to be in Planet Enrich.
Interesting. But when it comes to the time of 2011, right? तो आपने बोला कि जब तक आप जॉब भी कर रहे थे एंड साथ के साथ यू वर मैनेजिंग, 2011 में ऐसा क्या टिपिंग पॉइंट था? क्या इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप जीती? दैट वाज वन ऑफ द रीजंस टू गेट टू फुल टाइम?
Yeah, that was the reason. And in addition to it, I would say, see, 2011 was a time where we had 10 stores, quite a stable organization, had almost, no doubt, business always a learning journey, but had got a good grip on the how to manage and scale up the business. And we got first round of
investment,
equity infusion in our organization from a private equity fund. And we got money, but for almost 1 year or so, we felt that we are not leveraging this advantage of being well funded and the opportunity in the market in a speed and the pace we need to operate with. And somewhere that was a tipping point where I felt that it is my fiduciary responsibility to become a full-time part of the business and kind of take the charge of that. Having said that, I was also blessed and supported enough by my my bosses and my people at Accenture, where I was offered 1 year sabbatical to try this. So somewhere there was a backup was there कि चलो कुछ नहीं होगा तो मैं वापस चला जाऊंगा to do the job. But I think once I entered into it, it was always moving forward. There was no looking back.
So do you recommend people joining Accenture because they give you 1 year sabbatical to start off of your own?
I was in Accenture. Even Accenture is world over, is among top 10 organization on the people practices. And I was in the phase where when Accenture was setting up things and growing in India, maybe I was among first 100 people to join. In fact, I joined that as a contracting team member. when I left in 2011, it almost had reached to 100,000 team members, and it grew so fantastic, like so kind of so big, and there was so much of learning we got every day. I worked there for almost 10 years. In fact, last Monday only, I was with my Accenture friends at my place. And then you're talking so many things and great times we've had then.
So
So I'm still in touch with them.
do you give them Enrich discount coupons because they have given you the sabbatical for
Because
a year?
anyone who is known to you, be it in personal space or professional, obviously they are our friends, so we make them members and we ensure that we try to give them the best experience. Having said that, our customer who is a paid member, who's spending real money there, also gets equally good attention.
Right.
So I treat my friends like my customers, but we treat our customers also like our friend. I think that's the best combination.
नहीं बट जब आपको एक्सटर्नल फंडिंग आया क्या सिर्फ वही एक रीज़न था कि ऑफ गेटिंग इनटू फुल टाइम एंड एनरिच को एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेकर जाना या कुछ एक पर्सनल पैशन पर्सनल बिलीव भी था कि अब एक सर्टेन लेवल पे हम पहुंच गए नाउ इट्स समथिंग वेयर वी हैव टू डबल डाउन द ग्रोथ तो वो भी एक थॉट था
No, so it is a combination of 2 or 3 things happening at the same time, right? The business was growing multifold every year, and we had 2011. We had a good legacy of 8-10 years of structured business. So we knew that business growing, it is profitable. There is a clear-cut opportunity in the market, and that is the reason we got the equity infusion in the company, right? So it was the right time where enough means and resources available to you. There is a great opportunity over there. What it really required is the commitment and full-time focus on it, and that's something I brought to the table.
Nice. But now from 2011 to 25 like you have 110 outlets
Correct.
in 7 cities.
Yeah.
So
Indore is just one outlet. Yeah, otherwise rest 109 outlets in 6 cities.
तो वो सराफा बाजार में तो नहीं है आउटलेट जहाँ
It
पर
is in Phoenix Mall.
नहीं तो लाइक पोहे आ जाएंगे सैलून में ओके सो तो ये एक जर्नी नेक्स्ट लेवल पे स्केल हुआ है फ्रॉम 2011 टू 25 is it because of the external funding is it because of the culture or is it because of the kind of operational SOPs that you have standardized over the time कौन से specific reason से आप ये scale achieve कर पाए
See, every business will go through different phases, right? And each phase will bring in some other the learning. Example, the first phase of our journey in 97 to 2004, unlike today, where situation and the ecosystem is so competitive that you need to learn fast. In those days, we had those 7-8 years of time to learn the business, to think and put across that what is working well and what is right, versus not so right. Then the second phase is that what can you bring on the table to scale up the experience, invest on people and their education and their skills, create backend operations so people on the floor can completely focus on servicing the customer and working on the experience. Then the third phase was, which was 2011 to I would say 2018, was more of being little. So we became structured from 2004 only, right?
Correct.
But bit of SOPs, a bit of innovations. How can you bring new things on the floor? What can you do differently than your competition or first time into the industry? So that phase gave us a huge scale. And in all these 3 or 4 phases, we were always backed by great, stakeholders, our internal accruals plus private equity funds, right? So everyone plays his or her important role in your journey. It's just that how you leverage them and how you solve that puzzle in a manner where you are able to crack it in a right time and best possible time.
क्योंकि 2011 वही टाइम है जिस टाइम पे ओला उबर ऑल दीज एंजल इन्वेस्टमेंट्स वर आल्सो कमिंग अप इन द मार्केट जब अनुपम मित्तल जैसे लोगों ने इन्वेस्ट करना स्टार्ट किया था सो डू यू थिंक दैट यू वर एट द राइट टाइम एट द राइट प्लेस टू गेट दिस काइंड ऑफ फंडिंग इन 2011
To be honest, 2011 was slightly before what Ola
Startup
and other
boom.
things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the startup word started emerging or being talked about it from 2014, 15, or
Yeah,
16
correct,
onwards.
correct,
So,
correct.
right, that time you're doing something good. A person comes to your place regularly, to your salon, and if any, these guys are doing something really different, and it's very different experience compared to others, and then that person helps you. See, boss, do you want to really scale and you want to take it forward? Uh, that's how you start kind of getting into it. For us, I would say quite a few things happen so naturally, right? That you didn't have to kind of think about ifs and butter. "Ai, aisa hua, ya waisa hua." Yeah, when you go back and you try to
Yeah.
kind of do the throwback, that you get to actually, हाँ यार ऐसा हुआ था, ऐसा होता तो ऐसा करते हैं, और ये हमने शायद ये सही किया, इसको और शायद थोड़ा बेटर कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, मतलब इट्स लाइक कि कोई बाल कटवाने आया, आपको चेक लिख के चले गया कि काम बहुत अच्छा कर रहा
uh,
है.
uh, Actually, it happened little that way.
Is it? So,
That one of our friend who was visiting to our Matunga outlet, which was our fourth outlet, for a regular time, and uh, they were the one who actually encouraged us to go for the funding and scale up the business. So it literally happened through a process where somebody experienced us
Right.
and then helped us to get to the next phase. Otherwise, we were busy in our own world. No, our livelihood was not
Right.
dependent
Correct.
on Enrich.
Correct, correct.
It was more of we started for a cause, a purpose. It really worked well, and it is continuing on its own, and we are seeing some positive cash flow. So that was good enough
Just
for
like कि
us.
बाल कटवाने आया था, अच्छा इन्वेस्टमेंट, तो चलो शैम्पू और कंडीशनिंग भी कर देते हैं आपका.
No, no,
आपने बहुत अच्छा आइडिया दिया.
our business is much more complex and challenging than that.
बट लॉकडाउन के टाइम पर डिफिकल्टी नहीं है, बिकॉज इट वॉज अ चैलेंज, राइट, इन द टर्म्स ऑफ बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. सब चीज़ें बंद थी.
Do you know any one person who would have answered you saying, "नहीं नहीं challenge नहीं था"? It was a universal challenge,
Correct,
right?
correct.
It was a challenge which was never ever thought of or had happened ever
Right,
in
right.
the history of mankind. We would have, or in the generation we would have learned. So it was a universal thing that happened. Now, वो situation में आप आ तो गए. Now, each of us would have realized that how best can we manage this situation. Thankfully, in our case, I would say every possible person who is or was in Enrich and was associated with Enrich helped. And this includes our people on the floor. One good decision we took that we didn't relieve anyone.
Nice.
We retained our 2,000 people team then. We were backed by our private equity fund to just be there. So that was a huge support. It would have not been possible without our equity partners. Third, we were supported best possible way by our business associates, our premise owners, where obviously everyone sacrificed, right? The lower rentals, extended credit terms, all those things made us realize that we are in this together. It's not that it's your challenge or my challenge. If I have to solve my
Correct.
problem, I have to solve your problem as well. So that was third thing. Even bankers supported us every possible way. And in life, every low has a high and every high will have some low eventually, right? So वो situation ऐसा था कि वहाँ से तो कुछ जो भी होना था अच्छा ही होना था.
Correct.
And it happened really well. So when we actually got back on track, I feel so great that 97% of our people were reporting at work on day one after
That's
COVID,
nice.
which was unheard of, which was very unlikely situation for any of retail businesses, because they knew how we were connected with them for that almost phase one and during phase two also, how intensely we were all together
Right.
in it to face, because that was the time where we had to work on main safety and security of individuals than anything else.
Because the downsizing is painful, attrition is painful, but you're seeing कि during the lockdown आपने किसी को भी relieve नहीं किया. You
नहीं.
paid all the salaries, full salaries.
Yes, salaries we paid, incentive we graduated over a period of
हाँ.
time, we actually phased out over a period of time.
तो कभी ऐसा challenge आया Enrich में over the last 27-28 years कि कभी downsizing करनी पड़ी हो या कुछ business challenges आए हो?
When we opened our third salon in Ville Parle, that time we faced a couple of challenges, and more importantly, unlike a great success we got in Chembur and Mulund, Ville Parle was this outlet which actually helped us to how to survive and how to grow, right? I think before that we were lucky to be at right place and right time, and what we did in Ville Parle changed the entire perspective, where we said was next 6 months if we are not able to turn around this place, we need to shut down and we'll continue with our
जो signal पे है like bridge.
Tirla signal, yeah.
Oh,
so initially for 1.5 years that outlet was not profitable, was making loss. So whatever we earn in Chembur, we were losing in Ville Parle.
This is which year?
This was 2001, 2002. I'm talking about, right? But we took some brave steps of inviting customers to just experiences. That was a learning where it was in our business. We have to first prove ourselves that I can serve you better. You as a customer have got enough and more choices to select whether I want to go to a place A, B or C, right? So we very well realize that importance, that how can I first get you to experience me and prove myself as an organization, as a brand, as a service provider.
But sir, क्या consumer behavior में फर्क था when it comes to Mulund and Chembur versus Ville Parle? Because of course वहाँ का
the Ville Parle had a much more competition there. In Chembur and Mulund, probably we were the first one to start that level of business or that format of the business. In Ville Parle, there are couple
individual
of players
काफी
there. So people had enough choices. So in that case, अपना situation मरता क्या नहीं करता.
Correct.
So in fact, we would have served almost 4, 5, 10,000 customers free of cost to ensure that they come, they get the right experience, and then they decide whether to come back second time or not. But that proved to be the right punt for us. Today, if I go back and see, Ville Parle is the biggest salon in Enrich.
Correct. सबसे iconic है actually.
And the highest revenue generator in
Oh.
110 outlets, right? So think from the situation where we thought, यार 6 महीने में इसको बंद कर देंगे. From that to today, that
long term investment.
Outlet is the biggest revenue generator for Enrich.
It's like कि equity investments की हम बात करते हैं, right? कि 5 साल 7 साल में आपको return नहीं मिलेगा, आप 15 साल तक करो, compounding होगी, कभी ना कभी होगी.
No, but that holds true, no? Any business, when you stay invested in a meaningful way and you take calculative risk, then it will give you the rewards which are obviously beyond and above any other investment pattern.
So second,
that's the beauty of the business, any business, right?
तो second most profitable center कौन सा है बॉम्बे में विले पार्ले के बाद?
From the revenue,
from the revenue perspective.
And it is not only Mumbai or a particular suburb. My top 10, 15 outlets would come largely from Mumbai, but couple of them in Surat, couple of them in Vadodara, couple of them in Ahmedabad, one of them in Pune, couple of them in Bangalore.
South Bombay में है?
Yeah, South Bombay we have 3 or 4 outlets. We have Camps Corner, we have Prabha Devi, we have Navjivan, we have Lower Parel, we have Parel, 5 of them.
So when it comes to salon businesses, there are very few salon businesses जिनका एक brand है. So Enrich brand के perspective में जाना जाता है, right? क्योंकि बाकी if you have seen other salons, वो एक particular नाम पे चलते हैं, right? कि अच्छा ये जावेद हबीब salon or maybe Alim Hakim.
You mean to say individually?
Yeah. Individual identity based or like brand based, right? So have you ever thought about getting a brand ambassador? Have you ever thought about, giving some part of equity to any famous celebs across the world? कि आप उनके नाम से you thought कि नहीं अब मैं 15-20 और outlets खोलता हूँ तो एक next level of growth आएगी या ऐसा कुछ?
See, if I we have not done that, but if I look at this business and what kind of formats are working in different geographies, not only India but even something in US or Europe, which are the much more advanced markets. There are enough and more examples of any such thing what you're talking about. In Enrich, there was inherent limitations, and probably I'll take it as a more of the advantage where me and my promoters or partners, then business partners, then MJ or Rohit, we didn't know this functional aspect of the business, right? So we always remain in our thought process that how can we structure this business, how can we scale this business, how can we create a much better experience and the expertise in this business, right? And I think at least in Enrich, it has worked so well that when you nurture the talent down the line and you tell them you are the stars of this brand, what Enrich is all about, not I'm talking to you or I'm sitting in office and giving any gyan to our team members, right? What that last mile execution, which my professional or the service providers giving to the customer or the support staff who is doing right thing right way or the manager who is managing the floor and the operations, that is what the real Enrich is all about. So from day one, through the natural process, I would say, I think we have invested our time, efforts, energy in a manner where those things on the floor are more important, and which are the people who can make it great rather than one individual doing it or able to do it.
So focusing more on building a brand around Enrich.
They say no, always you build people and people will build the business.
Right.
So
Right.
we were fortunate enough to realize it and work on it to get where we are currently.
So when it comes to post-lockdown era, if you have seen the kind of brands coming up in the market, वहाँ बोला जाता है कि personal brand भी उतना ही important है जितना आपका company का brand है, right? So उस side पे आपका क्या thought है? Because are you planning to get to more of social media content, talking more about कि okay these are the certain faces जिन्होंने brand build किया है? Are you planning to come up to these kind of ideas or something like that? No.
There is no cautious or conscious that thing we would have thought about कि ऐसा ऐसा कुछ करना है. But if in any business, if any individual or any institute or any entity does a good job or becomes the benchmark, then people will talk about it. So our endeavor would always be in a manner where we create some of the best practices on the people side, some of the best practices on the processes and the business side, on the innovation side, on the experience side, on the expertise side, right? And then it gets get noticed. What is working well in today's time is that any bad or good work, right? You do. There are enough and ways for it to go viral or get to spread to millions of people. So if you're doing good work, people will notice it. At the same time, if you make mistake, there'll also be a reaction on that, right? And you have to be ready for any and every such situation you go through.
Correct. And even in India, it's said that it doesn't matter आपका competition कौन है. It always matter that what kind of value you are giving it to the customer at what price. If you are able to match that, you'll be able to build a really good business in India. So हम unique propositions and all की बात करते हैं, but in the end, that's what matters.
No, you are bang on. So unlike any product business which is a price driven, ours is more experience and expertise driven, right? We do use products and we do use, so 1/3 of my business also comes from the product sale. But what product will bring in is the efficacy. But what service business will bring in is the expertise and the experience and the consistency. And thankfully, in that aspect of the business, people would judge you based on what value addition you're giving them on the experience side, expertise sides, and the innovation side.
Correct.
Not but what pricing you are charging. So it's very relative, right? As long as you are able to live up to their expectation, then the pricing becomes the secondary.
बट सर दिस इज ऑल्सो मार्केट जिसमें ना आपको कंटिन्यूसली कुछ ना कुछ नया करना पड़ता है, राइट?
Yes.
सो व्हेन इट कम्स टू इनोवेशन, तो एनरिच क्या इनोवेशन कर रहा है ओवर द ईयर, क्या इनोवेशन किए हैं और क्या प्लान्स हैं फ्यूचर में?
Oh, the list is endless. Example, day one, we had rate card. We had uniform for our dress code for our technicians. We had a loyalty program, right? We had focus on the education. In second phase of the journey, the backend operations, setting of academy, second of supply chain solution. In the third phase of our journey, bringing the uni doses. Example, when you come for any facial or manicure to the Enrich, there is a monodose pack which is specially for you, depending on what option you want to go for it. So it helps you to kind of follow the SOP, for our technicians to follow the SOPs and let you also realize that this is a personalized experience you are going through. Using of disposable items, right? We use disposable apron or cutting cape and the towels much ahead of even COVID times. We're like 5-7 years ahead of it because we are obsessed about personal hygiene, which is very important, right?
Right,
In any such environment, having a right software partner or the solutions where the loyalty program is a member can enjoy all the benefits not only in one particular outlet but across the ecosystem, right? Having the dashboards, having the MIS, having the all the financial number crunching, all those things, and which kept on kind of working over a period of time,
nice.
right? On the customer experience side, being partnering with the best possible brand available in the market, being innovative in bringing the tech solution. Our next phase or the current phase where you want to bring in the face diagnosis or the hair diagnosis using the tech solutions.
AI technology.
AI, but also through the cube where you the face recognition and all the key
Right.
parameters get captured, and then you actually are able to give a right solution to the customers, right? So from moving from purely a service experience approach to now moving to a very personalized experience through AI and automation, where customer feels, no, this is meant for me, and they feel this is uniquely for me. Kind of that is the journey we are getting into.
And I think that's what the future beholds, because reason being that's where each and every industry is moving forward, moving towards personalization.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When so we come from the health background, like, but still it comes to the personalization. Even if like you don't think about it, but Blinkit, Zepto भी personalize करते हैं. They give you those cart values. अच्छा, आपने लास्ट वीक टमाटर मंगाए थे, अभी फिर से टमाटर मंगाने का टाइम आ गया.
Yeah, they also have to create so many curations,
Right.
where it helps you to get
Correct.
you to your choice, and there is an action
Right.
expected behind it. Yeah.
So, sir, my next question will be कि आपने कभी फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल के बारे में क्यों नहीं सोचा? बिकॉज देर आर अदर कंपनी, देर आर अदर मार्केट प्लेस एज वेल जिन लोगों ने फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल बिल्ड किया एंड ऑल. इज इट बिकॉज कि आपको चाहिए था कि जो पर्सनलाइजेशन एंड स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन हम हमारे कंट्रोल में अचीव कर सकते हैं वो फ्रेंचाइजी मॉडल में डिफिकल्ट होगा?
So there are two ways of looking at it. So one is that if you think about the developed markets like Europe, there are enough and great example of franchises over there. But there, the entire business structure is bit of compliant, and people understand importance of both franchisor and franchisee. They understand each other's role. In India, and especially if I can talk about Enrich only, where from day one we are always into our own thing, right? That okay, fine, हम खुद का पैसा डाल रहे हैं, and we want to manage and we want to run this successful. So in that situation, what happens that we never thought of that. Would we ever do franchise model? But yes, over a period of time, things do change. We also keep looking at closely how things are. And then there are enough and more models where you can have a franchisee owned, company operated model.
Correct.
But so far, all our outlets are company owned and operated. So I would say there is nothing wrong or right in this. It is more of what is your focus. Our focus more is on ensuring we remain the trusted brand for our customers, which includes not only something trendy and innovation, that's only one part of it, but being consistent over a period of time, right? And being relatable to whatever we are offering them. And that brings in a situation where you have to do it yourself.
Correct.
And I feel there is a great merit in it to do it that way.
तो सर थोड़ा सा फाइनेंस के बारे में बात करते हैं कि आज किसी यंग जनरेशनल एंटरप्रेन्योर को अपना खुद का सैलून स्टार्ट करना है तो क्या मेजर कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्व है. डेफिनेटली कहाँ पर लोकेशन है वो सब चीज़ें मैटर करती हैं, बट मोटा मोटा कितना खर्चा आएगा बॉम्बे जैसी जगह में. लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ अंधेरी वेस्ट में आप 4 बंगलोज में आपको आपका खुद का सैलून स्टार्ट करना है. तो एक कैसे स्टार्ट कर सकता है, बी कितना खर्चा होगा, एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन एंड ब्रांडिंग वो सब अलग पार्ट है, बट मेजर खर्चा कैसे होगा और कैसे कोई स्टार्ट कर सकता है कोई एक यंग जनरेशन.
I would answer it slightly differently. So let's eat the elephant into small pieces.
Right.
Now, first thing, see, when you're saying I want to invest into this business, there are 3 or 4 parts to it, right?
Okay.
The first part is the location I'm deciding.
लोकेशन.
So that location will have some rental.
तो अंधेरी हो
So
गया,
one
अंधेरी 4
part
बंगलोज.
of my investment is going to be, if I'm deciding a particular location, how much rent I'm going to pay, because of that 6 times you have to pay the deposit. That's part 1 of your thing. Now, if you get a place at X rental, your amount would be 6x of deposit. But if you get a place which is very happening and very kind of footfall is great and market is quite evolved and very heavy on the rent, and you're paying 3x of rent, then your deposit is going to be 18x, right? So that is the part 1. Part 2 is which format you want to operate, right? Do you want to create a boutique, 300, 400, 500 square feet of area, or you want to make it a slightly regular model, or you want to make it a very lavish model? Because the second part of the investment, which is capex, will largely depend on how much is the size of the place you are defining. Now, again, this can be different for different people, because if somebody is saying, no, I bring in expertise only in the hair. So for me, about 400-500 square feet is good enough. So then the capex would be for only that much space. But if someone wants to operate for a full-fledged hair and skin both, then they have to go for 1,000 square feet plus minus area. But somebody, I'm also into not only care but cure and indulgence, where I want to create a spa section and I want to really give a luxury experience to the customer, right? So then the format could be 2,000, even 3,000 square feet. So the second part will depend what size and the format you want to operate with. The third part, which is very important for any individual or any business person or any entrepreneur to factor in their assumption, is to that how much time my business is going to take to get to a break-even position, right? Because if you talk about retail in particular, your rentals are fixed. You are supposed to pay every month rent, right? Your people cost, the fixed pay what you're going to be is going to be fixed. Your quite a few administrative charges, utilities, everything is going to be fixed. So whether you're operating at a revenue of X versus 1.5x or 2x or 3x, your basic cost is going to remain same. And in retail, there is a payback, or there is a gestation period where you get to a break even. So you also need to factor in from the opening date till the date you reach to a break even, you have to also fund the operating expenses. So that is a third part of the investment.
एक जैसे आज एनरिच की बात करते हैं, एक पर्टिकुलर सैलून आपने नया स्टार्ट हुआ आपका, मे बी इन साउथ बॉम्बे, रफली कितना टाइम लगता है ब्रेक इवन पहुंचने में?
So we target to make a place break even within 6 months.
Within 6 months?
Break even, cash break even, with extended timeline of 12 months to 15 months. Not that everyone does at one go. But yeah, beyond 15 months, it would be difficult for someone to then scale or
Right.
continue with that business.
But it's a pretty decent time because 15 months
And the payback period should be about 3 to 4 years. Or the investment what you're making
Nice.
should be within that 3 to 4
4
years.
Okay. But do you suggest young generational entrepreneurs to build their own brands around hair, skin? Because in the terms of D2C brand, there are so many companies coming up in the market. तो बट इस साइड पे इतने ब्रांड्स या इतने बिजनेसेस नहीं बिल्ड हो रहे हैं व्हेन इट कम्स टू सर्विस. तो डू यू सजेस्ट बिकॉज इन दी एंड केपेक्स इतना बड़ा है, जैसे आपने बताया ब्रेक इवन के बारे में सोचना है, देन रिटर्न आने में भी टाइम लगेगा.
My point of view on this is see, if an individual, when he or she wants to decide anything to do, it has to be informed choice.
करेक्ट.
And when do you do informed choice? When you know that, okay, fine, I can play this role as an individual and I can be a employee or a team member for a salon and I can earn.
Right.
And this industry is a very quite rewarding. So
Correct.
there is amount which comes to you as a fixed pay, which is higher than anyone who would get a graduate getting first job to a bank or an institute. उससे तो उनको ज़्यादा मिलता है. Second, they also earn almost equal amount in incentive, and then some of them also all of them get also at least 1x to 0.5 to 1x time of in the tips, right? So when you add up, it's a sizable compensation. So, and you are working as an individual and everything else is being taken care of in the salon environment.
Right.
Second format for that individual can I become a partner in the place where, okay, fine, let me have a revenue share arrangement where I work in a place where a place like Enrich or anyone so you generate a revenue and take out the cost of the product being consumed, and then you do a revenue share. The advantage of that model is that you're not only employee, but more efforts you put, more kind of commitment you have on the floor, you can earn even exponentially well there. But yeah, you have to ensure that you are expert, there are enough and more clients who are tied up to you, your customer feedback is very strong, your technical proficiency is quite great there, right? The third model is that you want to set up your something own, and there are thankfully with a lot of government scheme also nowadays professional can get easily 20 to 40 lakh rupees of bank loan.
Correct.
Right? But there you need to be careful, or you need to be mindful about a situation that in first two models your focus was delivering based on your expertise and what you know the best.
Right.
When you move to the third one, it also involves beyond your core expertise. So it requires administrative efforts. It requires how good or bad you are on, rather good, on the people side of it, the customer experience of it, right? So then it's an all-rounded approach. You can't just stick to your core role.
Correct.
Because then someone has to play that role, right? Now, different individual will have different aspirations in life,
Right.
and they can define, or they can choose to be on track 1, track 2 or track 3, or maybe they can switch the track whenever they are comfortable to do so. So I come back to my point that it has to be an informed choice. You find out what are the options available to you, evaluate, and then work with option you feel that, okay, I can relate to this particular options much better than anything else.
Or else you can plan for moonlighting as well.
That people must be doing it in their off days. You really don't know. And then I would rather Enrich as an organization would rather focus on working on people's strength and commitment than anything else.
Interesting. So if someone wants to start, for example, और उनको लगता है कि maybe उनके पास इस पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्री के अराउंड डिग्री है या नहीं, कोई पर्टिकुलर सर्टिफिकेशंस होते होंगे, राइट? कि इफ समवन वांट्स टू स्टार्ट एंड वांट्स टू बिकम अ काइंड ऑफ हेयर एक्सपर्ट और समथिंग लाइक दैट, तो कौन से ऐसे पर्टिकुलर सर्टिफिकेशंस हैं जो इंसान कर सकता है टू एटलीस्ट गेट टू नो अबाउट द इंडस्ट्री, एंड इफ इवेंचुअली दे वांट टू स्टार्ट समथिंग अराउंड दिस?
So, see, what is salon services? What is beauty services? They are largely on the care side of it. So when you as a customer visit any of the salon, you are looking to for a care solution, not the cure solution. Cure solution requires medical expertise and quite a few other things, qualification, certifications. The care side of it is more because anything you do does not result, even if you do something not as per the SOP or something wrong, it will not create any serious damage to anyone's hair or skin, because you're always working on the external surface or the layer of the skin or hair, right? So in that case, the passion and the expertise and precision comes into pictures. So they need not worry कि बस ये कोई particular institute से pass out हुआ है, as long as they've got a good base foundation. So one of the need why it came for Enrich to set up an academy is to ensure that we teach them what is right for them, right? And they become employable once they complete the course they need to. So if it is skin, then it is 3 to 4 months time. If it is hair, then it is 6 to 9 months time. So they are employable, right? And that kind of investment we make in terms of time and effort on them, and that kind of investment we expect from student to go through it and get the certification done. And a reputed organization like Enrich and quite a few other our peer group and friends, each of them have academy model. So as long as you work there, you show your commitment, dedication on the floor, and passions and patience, and you master that skill, there is no stopping for you. You can grow really well in your life.
आपकी academies कहाँ पर located है?
So every city we operate, we also have an academy set up, and it serves 2 or 3 purposes. One is that the external courses which a fresher can join and learn and be part of this as a professional of this industry. Second is any person who's joining Enrich as a new team member, they go through the induction. And for all our existing team members, they at least go through 12 to 14 days of learning every year. This is to learn new trends, some innovative things, some services, some techniques, some methodology, some creativity, some SOP, some equipments.
And it's free of cost for them.
Yeah, for all the internal people, it is always that investment brand will bring it to them, right? Enrich as an organization will put it on them.
That's nice.
That also includes a software aspect like soft skills, how to behave on the floor, how to respond, how to deal with difficult situations, how to understand customers' point of view, how to manage complaints. Even those software aspects also play an important role for the overall experience and the ecosystem of the business.
Correct. I think because communication तो इतना important part है इस particular industry का.
Yes, undoubtedly.
कि because जब customer salon में आता है, so थोड़ा भी जिस हिसाब से उसको हेयर कट चाहिए, थोड़ा भी इधर उधर हो गया, तो वी नो हाउ कस्टमर रिस्पॉन्स, राइट? एंड देन यू कैन लूज योर पेशेंस. यू कैन लाइक कि मतलब ठीक है, ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया. तो आई थिंक कम्युनिकेशन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ दिस इंडस्ट्री व्हेन इट कम्स टू दी सप्लाई चेन, यू नो, बिकॉज आई थिंक लोगों को नहीं पता इस बारे में. इतने सारे प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं जो यूज़ होते हैं इन द टर्म्स ऑफ सैलून बिजनेस. आपके ऑलरेडी 110 स्टोर्स हैं, 7 सिटीज़ में है. कौन से स्टोर में कौन सा प्रोडक्ट कितना बचा है, कितना ख़त्म होने पर आया, वहाँ पर कितने टाइम में रीफिलिंग होगी, हाउ डू यू ऑफ कोर्स देयर आर टूल्स, बट बैकएंड पे कैसे वर्क करता है एंड टर्न अराउंड टाइम क्या होता है?
Okay. See,
एक example
if you talk about back-end operations and you're talking in particular supply chains, so see, any business who wants to scale has to have a strong back-end system, right? And what we call enterprise solution.
Right.
And thankfully, we are at the age or the stage of ecosystem, India as a country, and the retail businesses, and in particular we are into service retail. There are enough and more solutions available to us. Now it could be an enterprise solution from a third party provider, a SaaS platform like Zenoti, who are dear friend of ours, or in our case eventually we have moved out to our own solution. So that helps you to track, monitor, and deliver the right set of things. So in Enrich, what we have done is we have a centralized warehouse. So a store is filled with the inventory which they are supposed to start the business with, and based on what kind of products they sell or what kind of services they provide and the product consumed to do those services, all those things are managed auto refill. So if today I'm selling 3 units of a particular shampoo, then my next delivery it will come to me, because that invoice decides what needs to be refilled. Then it's a matter of having the right quantity of stock and the logistic solution which we are doing it. So thankfully all those things have become more efficient, productive over a period of time. It's just a matter of that we need to pay a little bit of attention there to get it. But yes, one cannot scale without having a strong back-end operations, including an important function like supply chain.
तो बैकएंड ऑपरेशंस को मैनेज करने के लिए कितनी बड़ी टीम लगती है?
Very often I make this particular lighter comment on this. Like, we are the most inefficient organization in the industry, because I have got almost 200 plus people team in my corporate functions, unlike any other brand or peer group or the business you can think about in our industry, right? But having said that, this is the team which has also helped us scale up. Today we are the largest chain of company on operated businesses operating out of 6 cities. Our revenue per store, our revenue per square feet, revenue per team member, every possible productivity you can think about, we are probably the benchmark, right? So, and how has it happened? It has happened because there is a strong support available from the back end, right? In alphabetical order, starting from academy to accounts to supply chain to marketing to people connect to what you call quality audit, process excellence, all the core functions, they work day in and day out to ensure that our team member on the floor, our team on the floor is able to execute things right way, and our customer consistently gets great experience, superior experience every time they visit to us. So that back-end strength of corporate team is very important, right?
But how AI is changing the salon market? Because in the end, जो इंडस्ट्री में जो हम न्यूज़ देखते हैं, हमने क्या देखा है कि आज कोई आईटी इंडस्ट्री है या कोई एजुकेशन सेक्टर है जहाँ पर 100 लोगों की रिक्वायरमेंट थी, आज शायद 25 लोग ही काम कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज बहुत सारी चीज़ें एआई ने ऑटोमेट कर दी है और वो 25 लोगों को इनेबल कर दिया है कि एआई कैसे एफिशिएंटली यूज़ करना है, राइट? तो हाउ एआई एंड टेक्नोलॉजी इज इम्पैक्टिंग द सैलून मार्केट?
See, thankfully, AI will not replace this business, unlike quite a few other business where the AI solution is replacing an individual or the job or the role, right? In our case, all the services we do, it gets executed through a human body, right? So that cannot be changed or replaced so easily. Having said that, AI will certainly play a much bigger role in terms of how we are doing that service, right? So are we equipped with right set of information and tools and techniques which makes me enhancing my customer experience, right? How anything which is transactional and backend in nature can be done through these AI tools and processes which can make it faster, more efficient, more importantly, even though I would use AI solution to analyze your skin type and give you a right solution, which otherwise would have been my judgment. So this is more precise, right? How can we make it more predictable, right? AI will definitely help all of us to predict that what's going to be my footfall, because it will study how it has been in that season, that particular day or that month, then, and wow, how it can help us. So it can enable and make us more prepared to do and manage and scale our business much better way. Correct? So it will empower us, it will enable us, but definitely it won't replace us.
Right.
But who knows? Today it looks like it won't. But we keep seeing some videos, right? Like somebody put in the head into the some cube
हाँ मैं उसी
and
पे आ रहा
then
था यार.
some color. So
Correct.
to me, it sounds that it is more of a gimmick than anything else. I had read somewhere and seen somewhere that even Amazon had put in some robot to cut the hair, right? But then they shut down. Place, at least in the foreseeable future, will not replace our kind of business because they are high on skills. But it can definitely enable, empower the entire business and the way we work and the way we want to scale the business.
सो व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एआई से बात होती है फ्यूचर एक्सपेंशंस की, राइट? तो एनरिच के क्या फ्यूचर एक्सपेंशंस है? क्या वो प्लान कर रहा है खुद के प्रोडक्ट्स लॉन्च करने का, या टू पर्सनलाइज द सर्विसेज बेटर?
So I'm a core believer, or we are a core believer that do what you are best at. So we would definitely continue to remain invested onto the best of service and the consistency of services experience you want to give to the customer. Having said that, we partner with quite a few brands, and we feel that they are doing their job perfectly. So let's collaborate in a manner where we can use best of products available. We can follow the best of innovation and trends going on, and we can give the best of experience and expertise at our place.
But sir, in January 24, if I'm not wrong, you thought about stepping back from day-to-day operations, right? So how, I would not say Vikram 2.0, but it's 3.0. एक तो 97 से 2011, then 2011 to 25, and now. So what are your plans when it comes to exploring other ventures, and why you thought about stepping back from the day-to-day operations?
Okay. So there is some history behind it that, when I was 45, I decided, I'll do something till 48. I'll work best possible way and put as much energy and efforts, commitment, and get somewhere, right? And you always get there with your, if the intent, efforts are right, then output is always guaranteed. Then नहीं 48 नहीं, वो 50 पे कुछ करना है. So there was some milestone I would have decided कि नहीं 50 पे let's get out of the day-to-day work thing and do something differently to maybe help friends or to do something which is meant for community or the society. So with that intention, created a kind of next succession plan with a set of people, team. So intent was right, that we should be able to scale with the expertise and the qualification and the experience people are bringing on the table. Right. But at times, it doesn't work the way you would want it to happen. And in that phase of 18 months, I also realized that I defined a purpose of me as an individual, that okay, I want to do something this beyond my from getting off my regular track to something else, right? But I also need to be mindful of those 2,000 people who are part of Enrich, and we call it brand Enrich. I have to be mindful of the stakeholders and the investors and I also continue to remain invested into the company. And when you get to know a slightly bigger purpose of life, where at least for me, that realization was that I don't exist for myself, but I do exist for others as well. And if things are not happening right away, I need to get back. And I would say it was a recreation of a skin theme or the situation which would have happened from 97. Within 1 week, when one of the partners decided to quit, I had to intervene. In 2004, where we wanted to structure the business, I had to get involved more. Right. 2011, where we could not scale after getting the every other means and ways to grow the business, I had to get there. 2020, where we had to just be there, just survive, stabilize, and then scale, had to play that role. So I'm saying this is another phase of journey where you feel that if things didn't work as per the plan, your purpose should not change. So that thought and that commitment brings me back to the business, and I'm happy that we've started growing and we are doing really good since last six,
So
8 months, where we have
purpose.
become a full time.
So purpose is to evolve and bloom.
Yes, and purpose is not just you, your friends, your family. It is also for people who are associated with you, people and stakeholders who are part of your organization, right?
एक सर
Because
बहुत
these are the same set of people who
Right.
actually helped us every possible way during our bad times during COVID, right?
Correct.
So how can I be so irresponsible to them?
सो मेरा ना एक फेवरेट कोट है लाइफ का, जो मेरा one of the best quotes I've ever heard, that success is the magnitude of beneficial footprints that we leave on society. If you want to become a millionaire or a billionaire, help a million people or a billion people.
Yes.
I think so. That's how I sum up when we talk about enrich, because you are empowering so many individuals, you are enriching so many individuals
Yes,
through
yes,
enrich.
yes,
Right.
yes, yes.
So when it comes to your investment side of journey, I think even in 1997 you came as an angel investor.
Yes.
Right. So now at your kind of expertise and experience, what are the like top 3 industries that you look for कि यार ये industries बड़ी exciting है, इसमें कुछ opportunity मिलती है तो मैं invest करूँगा?
Maybe I can talk about the businesses which I feel are relatable for me and which will have a bigger opportunity. Is one, if I look at as a larger frame, that anything which has people intervention, right? Having said that, it is difficult to scale business which are people intensive, but it is also we are in a phase where any skills, any care, any experience or any expertise will drive the business, because everything else, the technology and the
Correct.
AI and everything else will do, the ecosystem will do it for you. So in addition to our beauty service business, I am quite excited to about the business of elder care, which is into senior citizen living and assisted living, because as we go, our India in particular, currently we are a young population country, but another 5 to 10 years, our elderly population count will be the largest in the world, and there'll be almost 30 crore plus people who are going to be needing some or the other assistance on the there, because our lifespan has increased, but our health span has still not increased to that speed. So that one business I remain quite excited about. And in fact, my friend Dr. Sanjay, who's started one small initiative called the Wisdom Club, an assisted living for senior citizens. I'm also connected to it in some manner. Second thing, which my son is part of, he's running a business by the name of Posh Pets, and that's into a pet care business. So
That's
they
nice.
do sell pet food products, accessories, they do pet grooming, and they have vet services for them. Again, this business is relatable to what business
Yeah,
we are into,
correct,
right?
correct.
And I feel that business is
Growing.
no doubt growing well. But think about we are in the business where an individual, the human being, we are the most intellectual
Correct.
creature on this world, right? We can talk, we can speak, we can listen, we can understand each other. So that is one way of it. But when you deal with the set of human, the lives which are like pet, be it a cat or a dog, when you deal with them, there is so much of emotion, there is so much of care involved into it. And whenever I'm a proud parent of a pet. His name is Joy.
Oh,
There is a,
that's nice.
a tattoo of him. So even if I visit Krishev's place, I see if you do something great for that pet, no, it reflects in his or her behavior, and that makes the pet parent so proud, right? So I feel that is one business which is even beyond the emotions I would have felt, experienced, warmth I would have seen, or in the salon environment, that is the next level. So I remain quite passionate about that business. Whether that business will scale or will make any profitable growth in future, that's a secondary thing. But at least I remain passionate about that business. One is for elder care and second is for pet care.
That's nice.
And in addition to it, quite a few friends would have done some other things. So I would have invested as a friend,
That's nice.
as FOGG, called a friend of a good guy. Would have done a few investments and they have worked well.
That's nice.
You invest on people and people
Correct.
then build a business.
In the end, the bottom line is people.
Yes.
That's nice.
People, and people.
Nice. So now it comes to the point जहाँ पर हमारा जो सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग राउंड होता है, इट्स कॉल्ड दिस और दैट. तो इसमें कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस होंगे जो कंप्लीटली ही ऑपोजिट होंगे या कंप्लीटली अलग होंगे टू व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कॉन्वर्सेशन वी हैड. सो आर यू रेडी फॉर इट?
Yes.
Okay.
Will give my best.
So your favorite film, one specific film.
I would say 2 or 3. In some time ago, Queen was one movie. Second was Uri. And in recent time, 12th Fail.
12th Fail. Oh, that's nice. Favorite chaat?
Not chaat, Vada Pav. I'm
Vada
a Mumbaikar.
pav, like,
I'm a Mumbaikar. Yeah.
Not a samosa pav?
No. Vada Pav.
कहाँ का?
Few places. I stay in Ghatkopar, so there is a place in Tilak Nagar. There's a place in Chembur. Then we have a famous guy in Dadar, Kirti College, and there is one Gajanan in Villaparle.
काफी
In fact, in our office also we celebrate Vada Pav a lot.
Oh,
there's a Vada Pav day also, if you know.
Interesting.
And somewhere one of in my passions of things to do, a set of friends at work, we had decided some time ago that we'll set up one small stall of Vada Pav, and 30 of us will be partner in it. Each of us will give one day there to be on the floor. I hope I am able to execute it in near future.
मुझे लगता है वड़ा पाव विद चाय सबसे प्रॉफिटेबल बिजनेस है बॉम्बे में. If you can create a brand around this.
Profitable एक होता है, but certainly it is something beyond and above all these numbers.
वड़ा पाव इमोशन है.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, this is somewhere down the line related to Enrich, but like name one competitor you respect.
Quite a few of them, to be honest. And if I can say Hakim Alim and Be Blunt, for Hakim Alim and Aduna Akhtar to get the respect for the industry, right? What they've done is exceptional. If I think about the scale, then Lakme, because they are probably the true national brand.
Correct.
All over India, and otherwise all of us are regional players. If I talk about kind of business which is managed so efficiently, franchise business is Juice, right? The owner sits in Dubai, but he still has a very successful business practice in India. If I talk about post-COVID, who did the best is my friend Bodycraft from Bangalore, where he could pivot the business not only from care to cure, where he's set up a very successful dermatology, the skin clinic business. So that way, quite a few inspiration keeps coming in. Kapil's, Mr. Kapil Sharma of Kapil, like such a humble person. You feel always touched by him. So quite a few of them who keeps inspiring you some or the other way, right? So maybe JCB, who created kind of that hype about the experience and the expertise in the JCB.
हमने तो कोई और ही JCB सुना है.
Not that one which
I think I was like, okay, वो भी एक अलग experience create कर रहे हैं across Bombay, but
right. Then in recent times, even a brand called Verve from Bangalore and Chennai, about their passion to create that innovation and give a great service on the floor.
Nice.
Quite a few of them.
So men's grooming services versus female or women grooming services? Which is more profitable?
If you talk about pure percentage, men's grooming.
Is it?
But if you, yeah, obviously, what are we? We are into haircut, mani-pedi, color, low cost business, so high profit margin. But if you talk about volume and the value, then certainly women, because their need of grooming service is much more, the ticket size is much higher. So if you think about volume and value, then obviously,
But
70% of my revenue,
Right.
75% of my revenue comes from women.
Oh. And
Our revenue
demographics
enrich.
क्या है overall?
So
footfall?
in terms of footfall, 30% at Enrich, 30% footfall is men, 70 is female. But in revenue, it is 75 female and 25 male.
It's a kind of 80-20 rule.
Yeah,
Like 30%.
yeah.
Oh.
So no doubt, men's are becoming more conscious about their grooming, but women continue to dominate the business.
Light pink scrub from Rajesh Hairdresser या Enrich Services?
ये कोई क्वेश्चन हुआ? ये कोई क्वेश्चन हुआ? Certainly Enrich
With
Services.
Kumar Sanu songs.
No. I'm not that dated.
But still you need to answer. So,
No, obviously.
but have you tried that?
What?
Light pink scrub और पीछे कुमार शानू के गाने बज रहे हैं and that kind of experience.
No, not that I can think of. I think more importantly, it is not just a service. It is the execution of service with the great experience and the ambience and the overall things around the ecosystem, right? That fits me or amazes me well. But having said on lighter note, very often I say, because if I want to go for a facial, they should charge me half because मेरा fees इतना ही रह गया, शायद quarter.
Because वो एक अलग ही experience है. मुझे आज भी.
But that facial requires a lot of patience, na? Because you have to lie down for 45 minutes to an hour, and then somebody just working on you. I think मेरे जैसे लोगों का तो काम ही नहीं है वो, because we are always thinking something other. तो वो उधर सिर्फ doing nothing and just being there is a big task.
और एक हेयर चार्ट होता था, याद है? मतलब ऐसे हेयर ड्रेसर्स के आप जाते थे, किसी हेयर चार्ट का एक ऐसा टंगा रहता था.
हेयर टाइप, हाँ,
कि अलग-अलग कौन सा, फिर वो बताते कौन सा वाला चाहिए आपको, कटोरी कट, स्पाइक्स.
Yes. Now there are fancy names.
Right.
And it happening on the app.
अभी ऐसा तो कोहली वाला लुक बना दो.
No, but actually you got it a very right thing. So on the men's grooming, it is the cricketers who got such a traction for making men little conscious and which are mindful about their own grooming.
Right. Lambe baal was like because of John Abraham and then Dhoni.
Yes. Film stars but more importantly cricketers, because they keep changing their looks and that's why they inspire. I'm sure you would have noticed, and it is not that people who can afford to go for grooming in men, they go for it. Today, if you see even a delivery boy or a courier guy or a person who's working on any retail store, he can also be very sharp haircut and color and thing, because our cricketers and film stars do inspire them.
Especially Hardik Pandya.
Quite a few of them. I think almost all cricketers, all of them. They carry a look and they keep experimenting some other thing.
पहले इतना नहीं था when it comes to Sachin, Ganguly. But
they are a very boring set of cricketers, I would say.
I think very few of them.
Last 10 years it has changed completely, 10-12 years, yes.
Correct. Perfect. Thank you so much, sir, for your
Pleasure,
time. And it was wonderful talking to you. And because मुझे याद है कि 28 years तो आपका experience है. मैं 30 साल का हूँ, तो it's more of it's
I hope बेटा the conversation थोड़ा अच्छा रहा.
बस एक डिस्काउंट कूपन भिजवा देना सर. बाकी I'm happy.
That goes without saying.
At least 70-80% off रहेगा.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, I had a great time. And actually the best part was कि ये ऐसी इंडस्ट्री है ना कि लोगों को एक ही साइड पता है. आज हमने बैक साइड को भी समझा कि कितना स्किलिंग इम्पोर्टेंट है, कितना रिटेंशन इम्पोर्टेंट है, कितना इट्स सो मच अराउंड पीपल इमोशंस,
their aspirations, they are so important.
Correct. And so wishing you a lot of luck and success and a lot of, I hope that आपने mention किया health is one of the primary sectors you are looking for investments, so definitely I will reach out to you.
For sure. Thank you so much
Perfect.
for making me part of
Thank you
this.
so much.
See you soon. Bye.